Friends, the Old Testament prophet Isaiah's 60th chapter begins by calling on God's people awaiting deliverance from their enemies to a radical change of understanding of their role in the world. They are called to revise wrong self-centered and self-seeking expectations. They are reminded of God's clear objective, calling their father Abraham to bring blessing to all peoples on earth. Isaiah's message points out that the imminent fall of their nation was leading to its expansion to include all peoples, just as Abraham's call foretold. The dying nation was to become a universal one. Their role in preparing for the Messiah was to bear witness to God's glory and light to all nations. The divine plan was for the Messiah to come to spread God's light to all nations, beginning with Jerusalem. Already Isaiah chapter 2 promised, "All nations shall flow to it, and many peoples shall come and say, 'Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, and that we may walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." Friends, Isaiah foretold this taking place in the last period of human history called the last days. In the New Testament, we learn that this was fulfilled by the spreading of the gospel about Jesus, the light of the world. Jesus commissioned his apostles and his early disciples to do this, beginning with Jerusalem, the role of which in the divine plan was about to end. That earthly Jerusalem symbolized the heavenly Jerusalem, which is a universal city of light on earth. This was to become the subject of admiration and fondness of all kingdoms and nations, even those who destroyed the earthly nation. Isaiah's prophecy continues in beautiful metaphorical poetry on the impact of the gospel of the light of the world on the nations. It says, "Your gates shall be open continually, day and night they shall not be shut, that people may bring to you the wealth of the nations, with their kings led in procession." And it also says, "The sons of those who afflicted you shall come bending low to you, and all who despised you shall bow down at your feet. They shall call you the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas you have been forsaken and hated, with no one passing through, I will make you majestic forever, a joy from age to age." Friends, the expanding universal heavenly Jerusalem is the spiritual city whose light is Jesus, light of the world. It is called the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah's 60th chapter ends, "The sun shall be no more your light by day, nor for brightness shall the moon give you light. But the Lord will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your glory. The Lord will be your everlasting light, and your days of mourning shall be ended. Your people shall all be righteous. They shall possess the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I might be glorified. The least one shall become a clan, and the smallest one a mighty nation. I am the Lord. In its time I will hasten it. Friends, again and again, Isaiah's gospel message points to Jesus, the promised offspring of Abraham. As his gospel message spreads, the earthly nation promised to Abraham takes its universal shape as the abiding forever kingdom promised to King David, a kingdom, a holy nation, totally different than other nations. The Apostle Peter assures all believers of all races about their citizenship in this holy, eternal, heavenly nation kingdom. You are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Hallelujah.